Hello, it's Christmas Eve. I thought I'd do another video. Look, this is my back garden. Look. See, every time I go out, Prince Charles pays someone to come running in up these garden path, up these stairs, and they get into here. Look, this is like well, it's like a castle, isn't it? It's got multi-layered defence. Here's my wardrobe. So they have to open this, spray all that with germs, spray the lot. Okay. That's all to be sprayed up, and they can't open this door because there's a stick behind it usually. See? Yeah, so I keep my coat on. So they get to this one then. You see the painting. They thought, right, last night, Saturday, sorry, just last night, the night of the 23rd of December. They had the cheek. I just want to test because even when I left the spirit level on the painting, they had a show that fuck you, was still coming in here. They put it on the wonk with the spirit level on it. Okay? But then this is locked. Look, I've had to fit the lock there. I'm keeping it secret. Okay? But if the landlord starts chops in, right? And I'm going to explain to him, right, that he's paying for that lock. I'm not losing my bond. He is paying for that lock because it is illegal to come in here and spray bio-warfare germs around. That's what my bed looks like. That's the sofa bed when it's out. Isn't it lovely? It's very on the floor. I like that. I just like it. And look, there's still life. It's moved on. Anyway. So, what's going on in the kitchen? Loads of dishes. Look at all the dishes. Because I've changed the lock, okay, because I fitted that lock, right, and they just guessed what make it was, got all the keys, came and stood in the hall, tried every single key till they found the right one, and then they were in, and then they bio-warfare, so I didn't have any diarrhea for well over a week, and then they were in, they bio-warfare germed the whole kitchen, stinking. So now this has all been done again, domestos, you have to get everything out of the cupboards, okay, alright, this is all clean, right? It's all domestos clean. But it's all having to be washed again. Everything has had to be washed again in domestos. Here's the globe. Look, that's the globe. Okay, on let's have a look. 23rd of October, I had the keys. It was the Wednesday after that. It was at the 28th. Went up to Tadiga to get the sofa bed, to get some more furniture, and the globe was set like that because I wanted to look at the sea. Came back. You're so careful, you put your globe the wrong way, you know. They're going to put it like that. So I knew someone's been in here. Yeah, had a cup of tea using this brown mug. Liquefied my guts. Okay, so I did those little tea bag stains there because I used to keep the bin down here, out of the way. Someone's put a stain there. I didn't put that there. Someone's just been in here. I will give you a stain. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on now. So I'm going to have to think, how am I going to keep them out of here? Because the law doesn't keep them out of here. So because it's Prince Charles and he thinks he's above the law. So what to do about that, really? I'm thinking maybe get an alarm, get a sensor alarm. But what will happen then? You're going to kick something off. It's Christmas, brilliant. Get one from Argos, sensor alarm, put it in the hallway. When they come into the hall, they can't stand there for ages working on the lock because there's an alarm going off. But then they come here and then they'll uncover the lock and they go, "Woo, you've broken your tenancy agreement." You know, it's okay for them, right, to get a bribe off bent pigs to give the key so they can come in here. And also, and of course, that's against the law, okay? I've broken a little contract, okay? They've broken the law, right? It's usually highly illegal. Basically, the chip shop manager and the solicitor bill, right, should both be doing life imprisonment for conspiracy to murder. That's how serious the offence is coming out. But chemicals, again, you see? The Agent Orange, these are the trousers. It's very 90s, isn't it? The camo. But the Agent Orange was put on the clothes, and I took them down. It's laborious, you see. I'm not getting on to becoming a plumber, because I'm in the laundry having to wash everything, because it's all coated in Agent Orange. So I got it all washed, and you could stay in the laundrette, because you know, they'll go down the laundrette and bribe them. So if you turn your back on your clothes, they will coat them in germs or chemicals. Right? So you've got to stay in the laundrette and make sure they don't do anything funny, like pretending the door's not locked and opening. You've got to watch them. Right? So it's all washed. So, but because they got through that, because I wouldn't have bothered doing it, I had to fit the lock before washing all the clothes to get the Agent Orange off, because Prince Charles would just say, do it all again. So, with the door locked, it was worth making the effort. So I made the effort. I got everything 3 times to the laundry with a big machine, all washed. But after a week, they worked on the lock all week, they got through. So they threw the lock. They got this different chemical. Now, it's not Agent Orange. Now, what they're trying to do is chemical sterilisation. You know? Started up in the biodiesel plant in Tadiga. Yoris telling me this cock and bull story about he'd been chemically sterilised. There's a chemical they use in the laboratory in the biodiesel plant that sterilises men, even just you just get a smell of it. And he walked in, and there was a girl in the laboratory, and she said, "Oh, they shouldn't come in here. That's it. You're sterilised. You can't have children." And he's telling this matter-of-fact story. And then I noticed there's this chemical all over my clothes that they put on there in the biodiesel plant, okay? And because they're obviously gang stalking, you know, Ed nicking the boots. You buy new boots, they put the boots back, they say they were there all along, and then you go up to the petty cash and he's nicked 20 quid because he borrowed the key and got one cut, which is something I can prove. So he's nicked 20 quid as a petty cash, so I've got to pay for new boots. Well, this is what these people are like, okay? You know, buy biodiesel off them. Listen to their own arguments. You're feeding your energy, right, into evil, right, by buying their products. Or his chips downstairs, don't go to the Windsor Cafe, for goodness sake, okay? You're only rewarding evil. Right? So they're going to put that chemical, I've noticed that chemical smell since the biodiesel plant. As soon as they got through the lock after a week, okay? Liquid guts after drinking out of a glass which had been on the draining board, and there's that smell of that chemical again all over my clothes. So we've gone from Agent Orange to a different chemical attack. This is what it is. It doesn't stop. Biowarfare attack, chemical attack, and they all make up their justifications. But there it is. Okay, so that's the matter of fact. That's your update on. Oh, and it's Christmas Eve. So fucking what? I got nothing to celebrate. It's fucking, you know, it's just another day. Yeah, rainy one, by the looks of it, it's going to be. I didn't send any presents. Well, they're all cretins anyway, or my family. I mean, my old girl, right, because the VX nerve gas plot went wrong, my parents were in on that, they had to go and murder my grandmother. So she quite happily took part in a plot to murder her own mother and then defraud the Amelia Earhart map. And all the wider family, they don't know me. They don't know me. They actually think I'm the person they're told I am by my parents. So I can talk to them, and they don't know who I am. Not for 1 second. Well, there you go. So I don't want to hang around with the family, and, well, if I had a girlfriend, that would be nice, you know. Maybe I might look for my darling horse Molly. Bribe her with a sugar cube to run away from the pigs. Might work.